Hello, and welcome to Dratman Plays XCOM Enemy Within, Episode 19. Okay, it's been a couple days since I recorded, so I'm going to have to remind myself about what's going on. So we've got UFO power source research coming up in 4 days, and our council report in 4 days. So we have to remember to launch our satellites before 4 days has elapsed. And what do we got going on in mission control? Covert extraction. So this is where we retrieve the soldier that we sent on this covert mission. Covert operative is ready for extraction. Warning, the operative will be lost if this mission is ignored. Well then, that sounds like a very good reason to go on this mission. Okay, so same thing, our covert operative is ready for extraction. The operative holds intel about the location of the EXALT base. So safe conduct back to base is essential. Okay.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing your progress.
Now, we don't know anything about the map. So, what do we got here? We got 2 snipers, 2 assaults, and a support. So we don't have a heavy. I don't know if we want to bring a squaddy on this mission. Tell you what, let's just clear everyone and then just start from scratch. So, in order of rank, I think we want to bring our best soldiers here, just because these missions are pretty important. So let's just grab a few of these, and then we'll decide after that. So here we go, 1 of each, our basic kind of team: an assault, a support, a sniper, and a heavy. Now what else do we want to add? We've got another heavy, another sniper, another support that are above squaddy level. Oh no, wait, these are... yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, we've got a bunch of them here. Okay. I find this scroll bar jumps quite a bit. Okay, so we have these 4 on the mission. Now, our next 2 highest ranking officers are Bernadette Mercier, a heavy, and Dia Kadam, a sniper. Now, I wish I knew something about the map, because that would kind of dictate whether I want to bring 2 snipers or not. We've got these 2 supports down here. Now, one thing to keep in mind is we only have 3 light plasma rifles, so if we bring more than 3 soldiers that can wield them, and I believe that's just the assaults and the supports, then one of them's going to have to bring a conventional weapon, which would be a significant disadvantage. So yeah, we've got 1 spoken for here, 1 here. So let's bring... yeah, I'll bring her. She can wield that. Now, do we want to bring another heavy or another sniper? I think we've already got 2 relatively high-ranking snipers, but only 1 high-ranking heavy, so let's try to get Bernadette a bit more experience. Okay, so we'll make items available. She's a support, so let's give her a med kit. And she gets 3 uses, excellent. And light plasma rifle, and of course, carapace armor. So she's good to go. I'm assuming these 2 are good. Let's carapace armor, no other option here or here. And his aim's already quite good. Do we have any reason to give him something other than a scope? We've tried Reaper rounds, but affects conventional weapons only, which he has. Adds 20% critical chance against organic targets. Well, I mean, these exalted guys are humans, so they are going to be vulnerable to that. It doubles the weapon's range penalty. You know what? Let's do it. Let's try this out. We tried it before, but I don't remember whether we had much in the way of success with that. Okay, Zhang. You, of course, need carapace armor. You have no other option for your primary weapon, nor for your rocket launcher. But you get 2 uses of grenades, so we'll give you the awesome grenade. And lastly, Bernadette here. You need some carapace armor. No other options here. And do you want just a conventional grenade? Maybe a scope, because her aim is pretty poor. I don't know if an arc thrower is of any use against human targets, so yeah, let's just give her a scope to improve this pretty mediocre aim she's got. Okay, I think we're good to go.
Dropship has arrived.
We're deploying to Mexico in hopes of eliminating an EXALT cell in the region. Strike One will need to assist our operative in recovering the intel from the field.
Okay, so this is our first covert extraction mission. So let's look at these objectives, etc. carefully. So mission brief, our covert operative is ready for extraction. Okay, we already read that. Mission objectives, rendezvous with our covert operative. The operative you sent in earlier must hack 2 EXALT comm arrays. After the intel is secure, escort our operative to safety. Elimination of EXALT forces is not a primary objective. Okay, so we gotta grab the data and get out.
EXALT forces spooked one of our field operatives who was attempting to recover new intelligence by hacking an EXALT comm relay. Strike One is going in to ensure the operative is covered while decrypting the data from the remaining relays. We have to keep that operative alive if we're going to recover the remaining intel. Objectives updated.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, I've done this map before, where we drop down over here. So in this case, we start down here on low ground, along this freeway, I guess. And I guess we're gonna have to make our way up here. So our our operative is over here. And what he needs to do is get over to this machine here and steal the intel from it. And then make his way over here. I mean, I'm assuming that's kind of the order we want to do these. We don't know where the enemies are going to show up. It could very well be the case that coming straight this way would be better for him. But without knowing where the enemy forces are, we don't know how to keep him safe yet. So I feel like our soldiers need to kind of really get in, spread out, identify where the enemy is, and then from there we can make a decision about how to proceed. Okay, how about you run up here?
I'm on it, Commander.
We finally have a visual confirmation of EXALT's operatives in the field, and from the looks of them, EXALT is working quickly to integrate alien genetic material into their troops. Until we know the extent of their capabilities, I would advise extreme caution.
So I was a bit stupid. I didn't realize that was our sniper. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be very effective there. Let's see what kind of pistol shot he's got. Well, not a bad chance to hit, so I don't know. Maybe he'll end up taking a hot shot at that guy. Okay, so the rest of our forces. Zhang. If you were to fire a rocket over here, let's say, I think that would cause a little bit of grief to these guys. And I don't think they'd necessarily all get caught in the explosion, but I do think that they would have to retreat from that vehicle because I think it would be primed to explode next. So let's try this out, see what happens.
This should take care of it.
Alright, now let's see here. That looks like a finishing move.
No longer a threat.
Okay. Now we saw damage dealt to 2 enemies. So he can get to any of these spots. She can get to any of them. Zhang already went. She can't really get anywhere useful. Alright, so maybe she would go there. Bernadette. I don't want to, like, sort of get bunched up at this end of the map, because we are eventually going this way. So how about she come to here?
Heading to that location.
Oh, what do we have here? So he hasn't been hit, and he has. So let's shoot this guy. Can she see from here? I think this is low cover, so I think she can. But let me try over here instead. Yeah, she should be able to finish that guy off.
Hostile pacified.
Now if she runned and gunned... Well, sorry, what I should do is figure out what's her range. So she could run up there and run and gun that guy. I think I want to do that because I like the idea of just getting rid of all these guys.
Location confirmed. X-ray neutralized.
Okay, now I fully expect to see more than 3 enemies. Oh yeah, and he still gets to go too. I don't know if it's safe for him to come out. Like if he came out this door and revealed bad guys, he'd be effed. So I'm gonna get him to sit tight until... What's he got there? Oh, he's got a flashbang grenade. Well, I guess Overwatch. Okay. So I'm thinking she can kind of make her way up that way.
Heading there now.
We just gotta split up our team. Oh, was that a... Oh, that's... Okay. So that little ladder's useful. Is there any... Oh, there's one over here too. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay. You can run up to the top here and be a sitting duck. Okay. So this is the difficulty of being on lower ground, is you have to kind of like be strategic about how you want to approach. So if you came here, you might be able to get up to cover there on the... Yeah, he would on his next turn, right? So let's plan on that.
I'm on it, Commander.
Bernadette, you can come here. Zhang, how about you double time it over here?
I understand. Moving.
Oh yeah, and you're way back here. You need to catch up too. So what do we have? We've got 2 heavies over there. So let's, if we're gonna split up our team, let's
Roger, Dodger.
let's put someone with a bit more punch on that side. So we got our assault, another support over here, and how about you just tuck in up here?
Moving.
Yeah. Ooh,
I don't think we're alone out here.
yeah. So she can get to over here. If she stands here, can she see this area? I'm hoping so.
Je me remue. Contact.
prefer for him up there. I don't really want to put him on the roof. Oops, sorry about that. I was just going to switch soldiers. Now he can get in here to full cover, so I think that's a solid move. What's his chance to hit? Not bad. Okay, so we'll keep that under consideration. Man. Her movement just isn't helping, is it? She can't run and gun. She can run up here, but not be able to fire. See, there's cover from this angle, but it just takes someone to run over this way. Like maybe even to that car to be able to flank her. Is that likely? Probably not. You could sprint up here, but then you'd be able to be vulnerable to a lot of fire, I think. Let's put here.
Position confirmed.
I feel like we need to be a little bit more aggressive just to get our guys in a position. And one thing to consider is, can he fire his rocket from here? Maybe not. So you could sprint to here, I think. Oh, you know what? The fact that he can't leads me to believe that there's someone here. So I'm going to go here and go on Overwatch. And that way, if whoever's behind this rock reveals themselves, we can take him out. But I kind of feel badly about moving her here now because, as I said, I believe there might be someone right there. Alright, let's get these two in place. She can, I guess, I need to sprint her here then to get her to cover
10-4.
and be able to do something next turn. Okay. Captain, where am I going to put you? Man. I wish there was cover here because that would just be a great spot to pop him down. Now he can go here and have full cover. It's not like the best spot to shoot from, though. I mean, I don't know where else to put him. I mean, he might be able to shoot from here, but he might have not the best shooting angles. Like from here. Yeah, you know what? Arguably he should be able to see that area. So let's put him here and see what happens. Well, what do you know? You can see someone. Well, let's ping that guy. Well, if we're lucky, we might be able to take this guy out. Oh, should I move her? I'm not 100% sure there's someone there. I guess if he reveals himself, we might be able to get Overwatch fire on him. Now, he could run out here, but I don't think he should reveal himself quite yet. Oh, but wait a minute. Oh, it's not an active relay. So one thing I'm just remembering now is when he tags one of these things, it jams all the enemy weapons for a turn. I was thinking, oh, if you could get here and activate it, that'd be great, but no. That wouldn't be good enough. Alright, I think he's got to stay put here. Oh, he does have a flashbang grenade. He could open the door and chuck it at these guys. But that would make him vulnerable. I mean, this guy's got like a freaking rocket launcher or something. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God. I hope to heck he can't hit these guys. Maybe I do want to flashbang him. Oh, this is a dilemma, because I really don't want to reveal him. If I open the door, could he run to here and then chuck a flashbang grenade? I really don't want to reveal him, but I realize this guy's got a rocket, and that could be real bad news. He can run to here. And what's his range with the grenade? So he can reach him from there. So I feel like from here he could probably also
Got it covered.
get it over there. So if there's more than one guy back there too, let's try to make sure we get both of them. There are two guys back there. Oh, okay. Miss. Miss! Ah! Come on. What a son of a... Let's hope. Let's hope.
X-ray neutralized.
Okay. I'm gonna... Is some guy gonna show up when I run over here?
Aye, aye.
Oh, damn it. Of course he's on Overwatch.
That all you got?
I really need to pay more attention to that.
Heading there now.
Well, this might do it.
Missed the target.
You're fired. Okay. What do we got over here?
Bien, commandant.
I sort of feel like this guy's probably the last one, so that's why I'm kind of gunning after him. Ah, look at that.
J'aime pas ça du tout.
Yeah.
Going there now. Heads down.
Alright, so there might be more bad guys on the map.
Heading to that location.
On the move.
Commander, our operative is in position near a comm relay. We just need to activate it to retrieve the missing data. We've got new contacts inbound on Strike 1's position, Commander.
Oh, that's another one of those rocket guys. Alright, rocket guy.
Excellent. You've decrypted a piece of the data, and it looks like EXALT communications were temporarily disrupted by the hack. Now we just need to find the remaining relays.
So he probably should get to cover before he chucks that grenade.
Affirmative. Frag out!
Okay, so we need to start making our way this way, I believe. Oh, sorry, where was the other one? Let me back up here. It's way over. Yeah, okay, it's the opposite corner of the map. Perfect. Okay. I think the judicious thing to do would be make our way this way, come across the, you know, edge here where there's some cover, make our way down, and then eventually come to that. Now these EXALT reinforcements can just start showing up from anywhere, so we also need to keep that into consideration. I don't think this is in danger of blowing up, but I think it probably would have by now if it was going to. So how about we bring her over here, where she can
Moving out.
get some cover and potentially react to enemies coming from this direction. Because that's kind of what they're protecting now.
On my way.
Oh yeah, that's the shortest way to get there. It's kind of a quirk of this game that vertical movement is free. Oh, he already shot. Right, okay. I'm not super concerned with those guys being wounded because they have so many hit points, but I do need to keep that in consideration.
Roger that.
That if we have the opportunity, maybe heal them, but
Will do.
it's not urgent, I guess is my point.
Okay,
Oh.
je bouge.
I was trying to... Oh, Jesus. Where the hell is she going? Oh, just in the middle of... Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so who hasn't gone yet? Let's get some overwatches in. Okay, so no new enemies. That's interesting. Here we go. Now, do I want to like sprint him down here? Tell you what, let's
I'm on it.
do a bit of
Commander.
recon first. Okay, so that might be safe. Essentially, we want to get to this guy, click it, and I think that's the extraction point there.
Moving to designated coordinates.
So I think this is probably going to work out in terms of the order in which we want to do things.
On the move.
That's affirmative.
Oh yeah, Bernadette. Maybe you should
Tu
come over
baptiste.
here.
Ten four.
Okay, who has yet to go? Ah, Shang. Okay, you definitely need to sprint because you don't run so fast.
Understood. Moving out.
Interesting. So I wonder if we are going to be free of. I don't know if I want to.
Headed there now.
Yeah, I mean. So what I'm thinking is that
Time to motor.
when C clicks that, enemies might start showing up, and then we got to sort of make our way back to the extraction point over here.
J'y vais tout de suite.
And we don't know where they might come from, so let's kind of
Moving out.
give ourselves some options.
Moving to position.
Cover the various points that the enemies could arrive from.
Roger that.
Commander, we've got additional EXALT forces moving on the AO.
X-ray down. I was not successful. Negative ammo. I'm spent.
Oh, nice shot, Major. Okay, so first things first.
That's it, Commander. We've decrypted the last of the data. Now we just need to get our operative to the evac point. Objective updated.
Okay. I mean, he can just go. 'Cause that guy's not on Overwatch, so.
Commander, the operative has safely reached the extraction point with the recovered data. We can either stick around and eliminate any remaining hostiles, or move to the evac point and return to HQ. New objective received.
Now here's the thing, is that the last bad guy? Because if he is, I'm totally going to take him out. We got run and gun. She could like run around to the other side of the rock. Get him from behind here. Let's try it.
All ass. Yes, sir.
Excellent work, Commander. Our operative and some valuable new intel are safe and sound.
Okay, well that went pretty well. So what did we see? A total of a group of 3 EXALT, another group of 3 EXALT, 2 reinforcements, and another 2 reinforcements. That's a total of 10. Okay, yeah, that's what it said at the end. Alright, Lieutenant Dixon, you have been promoted to captain. Do you want dense smoke or combat drugs? I'm going to go with dense smoke. I never used the combat drugs, and maybe I should consider that, but it's just never been part of my, I don't know, repertoire of abilities that I make use of. Council Medal of Honor. Cool. Alright, Covert Operative. Ooh, we got a credit reward. And Panic Reduced to Mexico. Cool. So we got EXALT Intelligence. Some of these EXALT weapons, I think they function identically to the ones that we have. They just look a little bit different, but we're not going to want an assault rifle. You know, these things aren't EXALT light machine gun. Yeah, these are from the heavies.
The intel we recovered was enough to take down the rest of EXALT's cell. Unfortunately, it looks like this was just a small part of their wider-reaching clandestine operation. We did manage to find some clues as to the location of EXALT's headquarters, though. If we can track down more of their cells and collect additional intel, we'll be able to narrow down the possibilities and take out EXALT once and for all.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. I'm thinking of launching satellites since we only have 4 days left, and sometimes I forget or I don't stop the timer and bad things happen. Okay, so let's see, how many satellites do we have? We have 3 available. Japan and Brazil are mandatory, and then if we do Argentina, then we get our South America. Oops. No. Yes.
Satellite launched.
Oh yeah, I need to get some interceptors.
Satellite launched. Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
No problem. Okay, let's order some interceptors. And yeah, let's make sure we've got some weapons available for, oops. Oh yeah, we want to build the satellite nexus there once we are able to. No, items. Let's get a Phoenix cannon for that, one of those new interceptors. Well, there we go. Used up all of our cash. And we do have 30 engineers. Okay, hold on a second here. Oh, we don't have the power. And we don't have engineers. Okay, so we got to build steam here. $200. So that'll be our first thing that we spend our money on when we get our next round of funding. Okay. Let's go to mission control, scan for activity. Oh, I was looking here that the satellites won't be operational, but I think we still get the credit. Yeah, okay. Assign new research. So, Illyrium generator available for construction. I don't know what that is. Mech 2 Sentinel available for construction. Well, we haven't been doing mechs yet. So, an Illyrium power generator provides 30 power as an adjacency bonus of 2 power for every adjacent power facility. Okay. Ooh, new mech available. Interesting. Requires a cybernetics lab, which we don't have. So this is instant. Do we get these all instantly now? Yeah, okay. Let's interrogate this muton. Oh, he's not happy.
So, how'd it go, Doctor?
Better than expected. Before the creature expired, I was able to extract some new information from it.
You're saying that thing spoke to you?
Not precisely, but when you have access to a creature's brain, certain patterns can be discerned, recent images and thoughts.
And what exactly was our late friend thinking about?
This particular image appeared in the creature's thought patterns several times throughout the procedure.
We've already met that thing, Doctor. This is hardly the kind of breakthrough we were...
And there was a neural link in the creature's mind between this image and this one.
That's the thing that pulled a disappearing act when we shot down our first UFO. And let me guess, you want to poke around in its head too.
It is the next piece of the puzzle. And this time, instead of shooting it, I suggest we try to capture it alive.
Okay, so now we can do research the Outsider Shard. We've received a plasma weaponry research credit, which will be very useful. Okay, now let's do the sectoid autopsy.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back. The research team is now referring to this particular variation as a sectoid, based on the unusual structure of its internal organs, which we believe to be the product of genetic manipulation. As we've seen in the field, this species also seems to harbor some sort of telepathic ability.
Okay, so that gives us uplink targeting. Excellent. So that's a sort of a little bonus we can give our interceptors. Let's do Thin Man. That might be normally what we do in terms of the order.
The Tall One has, up until this point, been unofficially referred to as the Thin Man. Initial testing has revealed a concerted effort by the aliens to modify this specimen's genetic structure in such a way as to make it appear human. However, on closer inspection, they seem to have had some trouble concealing the eyes, which appear to be reptilian in nature.
Gas grenade available for manufacture. Muscle fiber density available in gene lab. Let's see here. I guess let's do floater next.
Although I'm sure you can make the connection yourself, we've designated this particular specimen as a floater. The research team is continuing in its efforts to determine how the aliens prevented the organic tissue from rejecting the mechanical components, as they seem to work in perfect harmony with one another.
Defense Matrix. Dodge. Available for manufacture. That's another buff for our interceptors. Okay. Okay, now, Chrysalid, Cyberdisk, or Seeker? Let's do Chrysalid.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to calling this specimen a chrysalid.
Chitin plating available for manufacture. Needle grenade available for manufacture. And bioelectric skin available in the Gene Lab. Cool. So this is just something you can go into an inventory slot and gives you some extra hit points. Another kind of grenade. I often don't use these different kinds of grenades. Let's see here. Bioelectric skin. The soldier projects an electric field from his or her skin, revealing but not alerting nearby enemies, and is immune to strangulation. Interesting. I don't know if I've really made use of that. Okay, let's do the muton autopsy now.
This is the most physically aggressive specimen we've discovered so far, which the troops fondly refer to as the muton. I can only assume there's a colorful backstory for such a designation.
Adrenal neurosympathy available in the Gene Lab. We'll have to check that out. Oh, well, here we go. Overloads the soldier's adrenal glands. When a kill is confirmed, the soldier emits pheromones that grant offensive benefits to all nearby squad mates. Cannot occur more than once every 5 turns. Okay, interesting. Let's do Seeker now.
Despite its physical appearance, this machine doesn't seem to be made up of any organic components. Its surface has an unusual metallic composition that somehow interacts with the vapors it releases for concealment.
Respirator implant available for manufacture. Ghost grenade available for manufacture, and mimetic skin available in the Gene Lab. This is very cool. Yeah, this basically makes you immune to getting strangled. I've not really made use of this. Ghost grenade contains delirium infusion particles that, when diffused onto our soldiers, causes them to become invisible. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I've actually made use of this, but I like the sound of what that does. Now this one's very cool. I've used this before. Essentially it allows your soldier to cloak. And let's see here. I think they might have to go between high cover to high cover. Yeah, so they have to start from a position where they can't be seen, and I think if they run to high cover, then they go invisible. It's very useful. Okay, last but not least, let's do the Cyberdisk autopsy.
We've yet to recover one of these in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice. At the present time, we know that the Cyberdisk, as they've been calling it, is heavily armed, but it shows no clear pattern of behavior on the battlefield.
UFO tracking boost available for manufacture, and secondary heart available in the Gene Lab. So again, this is just another buff for the interceptors, which is quite useful. Secondary heart causes soldiers to bleed out instead of dying the first time they go to 0 health in a mission. The bleed out timer is extended by 2 turns. So this is handy, obviously. I think the only reason you might not get this is that I believe that some of these gene upgrades are mutually exclusive, so it would depend on what the other option is for the same slot as the secondary heart. Okay, so we just completed all the free autopsies and interrogations that we got from the South American continent bonus. So now we have to get down to some normal research. Now this outsider shard is labeled priority, so we should seriously consider doing that. But what other options do we have? Well, we're not going to do beam weapons because we don't need them anymore. Illyrium, not 100% sure what you get from this. Maybe some aircraft benefits, possibly. Now, plasma rifle. That's kind of cool, because these things pack a real punch. Ooh, new fighter aircraft. This we're going to need at some point. I don't know if we need it yet. Oh yeah, this is like a new rocket launcher for the heavies. What's this? I think this is for... Yeah, this is another weapon for our interceptors. So I think this is relatively cheap because we got that plasma rifle credit from interrogating the... Or was it the autopsy? Anyway, it came from the Muton one way or another. And skeleton suit. This is good for like snipers. They can... oh wait, is this what I'm thinking of? Yeah, a grappling hook. So this is one you can give to the sniper and then they can like grapple up to the top of the building, which is pretty cool. So I've done that before, that's fun. Now, which one of these do we need to take? I guess we'll do the Outsider Shard. It only takes 2 days, then we can decide what to do next after that. Okay. We're gonna have our council report almost instantly. Let's go.
Incoming transmission.
We are extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far, Commander. Your recent results were beyond our expectations, and that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
Okay, so this was a good month for us. Now, is that our net? Or does that come out before all of our expenses? In any case, that's a lot of money. Got some more scientists, some more engineers, and this is the number we need in order to do the satellite nexus. Got 2 complete continents. North America we're going to get pretty soon, I think. I mean, there's no rush to launch a satellite in Mexico, but as soon as we do, that will reduce our interceptor maintenance costs, which would be useful. And then we're not really very close to finishing either of these 2 continents. But hopefully we will eventually, if we don't lose any members. Russia's the one that's the closest right now, but none of them are in the red, so that's good.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Yeah, so that was the gross income. Our net income is 873. Still not bad. Still not bad.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
Thermogenerator supplies is 20 power. Did I say supplies? Supplies 20. Now what about this Illyrium generator? It's more expensive and uses up a lot of other things. Alloys, power sources. It's for 10 extra power. Whoops. Well, let's build a thermogenerator here. And then if we ever need another one, we can put a Illyrium generator there. I like this just because it doesn't use up any of our more precious supplies. And we pretty much have to do this before we can do anything else. So satellite nexus here. Yeah, let's get a access lift going so we can start clearing these out for our next round of facilities. Oh yeah, we're going to like reserve that for an Illyrium generator. Okay, I'm satisfied with this.
In times of war, there's always a leader, a general, someone giving the orders. These aliens can be no different. The real question is, what sort of power or authority does it take to control such a vast range of alien species? What incentive will they have to follow through with his plan?
I wonder if that's a bit of foreshadowing. Okay, so we've addressed facilities. I don't think there's any items. Well, we could look at some of these interesting types of grenades, but This is probably the only one I'd be really tempted to get. Causes our soldiers to become invisible. I don't know how many. I guess it lasts for a couple rounds. I guess if they get shot at or something. Oh no, maybe if they fire, they become visible. So that's kind of cool. It's not cheap. What else do we have here? So if we want to build another plasma rifle, we can. We need more chrysalid corpses before we can consider building this. I'm not sure. I think it gives you an extra 3 or 4 hit points. The toss-up for me is always, would you rather have a little bit more protection or some other useful item, like one of these fancy grenades, or you know, like a med kit, for example. Yeah. Don't have any new armor. Oh yeah. Well, okay. Satellites take 20 days. So if we're going to build more, we just have to keep that in mind, that we want to do that before there are 20 days remaining in the month, so that they're manufactured and ready to launch before the next council report. Plasma cannon. So these things use up floater corpses, these use sectoid corpses, these use cyber disc rects. So it's part of the reason you want to keep an abundance of these little corpses from these little guys around, because they get consumed when you invest in these. And you know what? I'm just going to get one each of these right now, because if we end up going up against a particularly tough enemy, we might want to use these to give our interceptor a better chance of taking down an important enemy vessel. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here that we need to buy right now, although I mean, we could buy a light plasma rifle or just put more arc Thors on our soldiers and try to capture some more weapons. Okay. And I don't think those ships we ordered are ready. Oh yes, they are. Okay, in that case, let's give this one the Phoenix cannon. Okay, so we still have one fairly weak interceptor available, and then this one will be ready in a day. Now these combinations of basic interceptors with Phoenix cannons aren't really that tough, so we're going to want to upgrade our fleet, so to speak, before too long. And that involves getting the upgraded fighter craft. Alright, let's scan for activity.
There you are. Tactical. Do we have an eagle over these coordinates?
Recon satellite Delta 2 is just coming into line of sight now, sir. Coming on screen.
Nothing.
No, that's impossible. I know it's there.
Switch to thermal.
Hello.
Give me subsurface.
Gotcha.
Reestablish comms with all available ground.
Think of what we might find once we get inside that facility. Imagine what they might be doing down there.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Okay, we found it. Now how do we get inside?
I thought you'd never ask.
Coverage now available over Argentine.
So I'm just realizing now that when we performed that initial autopsy, we were given sort of the mission to capture an outsider. Well, we already had done that, and that's why we had the shard available already. Okay, so now we're kind of catching up with aspects of the story that need to move along. Okay, so we've done this. Let's assign new research. We need to build a skeleton key and then assault the alien base. Skeleton key available for manufacture. Okay, so we'll do that. Now, do we want to research plasma rifles? Or maybe the new fighter aircraft? Oh, I think the batteries in my mouse just died. Good thing I'm using a laptop because I've got a backup trackpad right here. I kind of want to get plasma rifle. I mean, they're expensive, but then if we capture any, we'd be able to use them right away. Let's do this. Let's do plasma rifle.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Okay, so our thermo generator is not going to be ready for 7 days, and actually this will stop us at the 22-day mark, and that'll be our cue to build some satellites. Okay, let's go to... Oh, do I want to sell the alien base? How long do we have to do this? I'm not sure if this is something we need to do immediately or not. Okay, so because my mouse has died and I would like to look up this to find out whether we need to do it right away, I'm going to end the episode here. This has been a long one already. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me for Dratman Plays XCOM Enemy Within, episode 19. I hope that you'll come back for episode 20 when we might assault the alien base, or we might wait until we have plasma rifles. I don't know. I'll let you know next time. Bye-bye.